Hello, I'm about to introduce you to REPWIZZ. REPWIZZ is an online portal that helps a school automate its academic processes. Processes from fee automation, debtor management, e-library, online homework, e-entrance examination, computer-based tests, e-document sending, student report card automation. All these processes are processes that typically plague a school. Now, by using REPWIZZ, the school can have these processes automated for them so that they can focus on taking care of the students, which is the primary aim of the school. Now, I'll take you to the REPWIZZ portal to show you how these things work. So in the REPWIZZ portal, I'll sign in as a school. Okay, I'll log in. So here you can see that I'm logged in. So I'll go to demo school quickly. So here you see I'm logged in as a school admin. In this case, I'm the super admin of this school, demo school. So I can do all of these different things on REPWIZZ. So I'll start with this. I go to fees management. I can manage payments, manage debt and allocation, approve entries, and transaction reports. So these are the different things I can do as a school administrator. I can manage payments, so managing incoming payments. I can allocate payments or debts to different parents depending on their school fees and other fees for the term. I can approve whatever entries people have entered. For instance, if someone has brought cash and was manually entered, I can approve it here. And these I can see and view reports of different payments and debts. I go to student management. I can create a new student. I can authorize a student's report. I can view students. I can print a student's report. I can send correspondence to parents. I can delete report card. I can check the report card and look through the report card. Then I can view the student registry. So these are different things I can do under students management. I come to processes management. Here I can do class promotions, that's promotions and demotions. I can do license requests, so requesting for a license on the REPWIZZ portal. I can manage advertisements if I as a school manage ads within my school or within the SMS I send to my parents. I can enter comments on the school report card, or I can use the repository. The repository is the e-library where I can upload books that my students or my teachers can use for their different needs. Then I come to subject management. Here I can create a new subject. I can link subjects. Or I can view subjects. So this is by class, by arm, depending on which subject each student or each class is taking. I can link subjects accordingly. Or I come here, I can view the classes. I can create a new user. For instance, I'm creating a new teacher or a new student. I can create a new user from this place or a new administrative staff. Or I can view different users. Then I come to CBT. So for CBT, I have three things. I can do Q&A parameters, configure code, Q&A print. Now, Q&A parameters, this is where I set the questions and set the marking scheme. So that's the first thing I'll do for a CBT. So I'll typically set the questions that I want to administer for the test, and I'll set the marking scheme for this test. Then I'll configure code. Configure code is where I go to configure how the CBT will be consumed. So for instance, if the CBT is for primary 4, I'll configure it to primary 4. If the CBT has a time limit, I'll configure the adequate time limit to 1 hour, 30 minutes, depending. So depending on what parameters the CBT has, if it's for a certain number of students, for a certain kind of students, depending on how I want to restrict or allow the CBT, I configure it here. Even if it's, for instance, a homework that has a longer time span, I configure it in configure code. Then Q&A print. Q&A print is when I'm ready to administer the test. I print it for the students to be able to view the report wherever they are or to view the test wherever they are. So for instance, if it's a test and you're in exam hall, I print and they can access it from their different devices and they can attempt. If it's an assignment, I print and they can view it from their different homes and they can attempt. So that's the idea about CBT. Now these are the things that you can do with the REPWIZZ portal. So the idea with this is to enable a school manage its non-academic processes, its administrative processes, so that the teachers can focus on the academics, which is the core of what they're delivering to the students. Because today, teachers usually waste so much time on managing these non-academic processes, these non-core processes, and it's the time they can use to focus on the students. So by abstracting these processes from the teachers and automating them on behalf of the teachers, we are enabling them have more time and more focus on managing the academics of the students. So this is the overview of the REPWIZZ portal. Now we have other smaller videos that explain in detail each of the different things that can be done on REPWIZZ. Thank you and goodbye.